Hong Kong's Court of Appeal today upheld a court decision to deny a trial by jury to the first person charged under a new national security law. This is a landmark decision that marks a departure from the global financial hub's common law tradition. Emily Wither has this report.
In a landmark decision in Hong Kong, the Court of Appeal has upheld a ruling to deny a trial by jury to the first person charged under a new national security law. The ruling marks a departure from the global financial hub's common law practice. The lawyer for Tong Ying Kit appealed after a ruling last month, said he would face a trial without jury, citing a perceived risk of the personal safety of jurors and their family members. Police say Tong carried a sign reading "Liberate Hong Kong, Revolution of Our Times" and drove his motorbike into officers during a protest on July 1st. They allege he knocked several officers down on a narrow street before falling over and being arrested. It was the first day the security law that Beijing imposed on the city was in force, targeting what China deems as secession, separatism, terrorism and collusion with foreign forces. The 24-year-old was charged with inciting separatism and terrorism. Hong Kong's judiciary describes trial by jury as one of the most important features of the city's legal system, a common law tradition designed to offer defendants additional protection against the possibility of authorities overreaching their power. Article 46 of the new law, drafted by Beijing, states 3 instances in which juries can be scrapped: protecting state secrets, cases involving foreign forces, and protecting jurors' safety. Tong has also been denied bail. Under the new law, the burden is now placed on the defendant to prove they will not break the law if released on bail. The trial is due to start on Wednesday.
The German military recently got its first rabbi in over a century. The German defense minister says the step demonstrates a new normality. NTD's Eddie Aitken brings us more.
Germany's military now has its first rabbi in 100 years. Zolt Bala was inaugurated on Monday during a ceremony at a Leipzig synagogue.
Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren,
Ladies and gentlemen, Rabbi Zolt Bala obviously deserves the biggest thank you for daring to be the first to take on the post of German military rabbi.
The German government in 2019 approved a proposal by the Central Council of Jews in Germany to restore religious counselling for Jews serving in the armed forces. In addressing the service members present at the ceremony, the Central Council's president said,
Ich kann mir ungefähr ausmalen, welches
I have a rough idea what you had in mind when you heard that there would now be a rabbi for the German armed forces.
ein Militär-Bundesrabbiner. Sie haben sich vermutlich
You probably imagined an old man with a white beard, long temple curls and a large hat.
Schuster said Bala can also teach non-Jewish service members about Judaism's traditions, thereby helping reduce prejudice. There are about 300 Jews in Germany's 180,000-strong Bundeswehr. During World War I, many Jews fought for Germany, and dozens of rabbis are known to have performed pastoral work in the military.
We are strengthening and affirming something that, especially in light of Germany's history, means a lot, even though it almost sounds banal. Normality.
Normalität.
She says this normally recognizes Jews belonging to Germany and Judaism belonging to the German military. The Bundeswehr plans to introduce Muslim religious counselling in future. Eddie Aitken, NTD News.
Frenchman Xavier Bougier's loyal companion is a white pigeon. The 80-year-old befriended the bird when it was a chick, and now it tags along with him everywhere. NTD's Joy Duguid brings us this report.
When Xavier Bouget goes for a ride on his bicycle, tinkers in his workshop or waters his garden, a white female pigeon is with him. The pair first met when Bouget was out near his home. He saw a tiny pigeon fall to the ground as it tried to escape from a cat.
So I came back home thinking, another living being that's going to have a bad day. I told my wife about it, and she asked, did you not take it? I said, well, no, I didn't take it. So I went back to pick it up, and I came home with Blanchon in my pocket.
He named the pigeon Blanchon. People ask him what is it that keeps the two together.
I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, and I do not know if it is a feeling, but in any case, it is a desire to be together because we feel good.
Bouger says he is often asked by people how he trained the bird to be so tame. He says there is no trick, just mutual respect.
We must know how to respect them, and everyone can do it. Everyone can create that feeling as long as they respect the animal for what it is, which is to say, a living being that shares the earth with us.
Bouger says any human can build a connection with an animal by being patient and adapting to their life. Joy Dugid, NTD News.
German police are trying to find out how valuable works of art ended up in a service station rubbish bin. A 64-year-old man discovered them last month and turned them over to the police. An art expert says the framed oil paintings are likely 17th century originals. One of the paintings is of a boy by Dutch artist Samuel van Hoogstraten. The other is a smiling self-portrait of Italian artist Pietro Bellotti dating back to 1665. Authorities have launched a search for the owner of the paintings. Ferrari is partnering with a 3 Michelin-starred chef to open a restaurant. It offers a one-of-a-kind culinary experience right in front of the supercar maker's headquarters in Medina. NTD's Eddie Aitken brings us more on the collaboration.
Pictures of Formula One cars and real Ferrari engines on the wall, the iconic prancing horse logo as decoration. Ferrari is going to open a luxury restaurant in Modena, Italy, with a local chef who already has 3 Michelin stars.
I said, okay, let's try, let's do it. And we create this incredible place with these incredible vibes.
The restaurant used to be Ferrari's cafeteria, which closed in 2019. Now Ferrari relaunches it to provide customers with more than just supercars. At more affordable prices than most high-end restaurants, it will be a good place for both Ferrari owners and gourmet lovers. The chef is known to cherish conventions. His approach to combine culinary traditions and innovation with modern design.
I'm looking at the past in a critic way, not in a nostalgic one. To bring the best from the past into the future. To renew tradition, exactly as Ferrari does every day.
Will offer gourmet cuisine featuring specialty ingredients from the local area. That is what he calls signature dishes for the restaurant.
I think if Enzo Ferrari would come, sit here and would eat the tortellini as a historic compromise. Not with chicken broth, not with cream, but with Parmigiano Reggiano sauce. So it's a creamy sauce made with water and 36-month Parmigiano that is like we're gonna serve on top of that after they're being cooked in chicken broth.
This is not the first time the Italian chef has worked at a luxury brand. In 2018, he opened a 50-seat restaurant with Gucci in Florence. Eddie Aitken, NTD News.
That's the news for today, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Stuart Leith.